Hey friends, here we are back making another cake, and this time it is a safari themed cake. So here I am cutting out some animal silhouettes that I first cut out on my Cricut on cardstock, and then I'm just laying them over the fondant and trimming them with my X-Acto knife, and then cleaning them up a little bit afterwards. So now I'm stacking the cake, and I'm using smoothie straws or boba tea straws, and those you can find those in the grocery store. You can order them on Amazon, and I use those as support. And then there's a middle dowel down the middle of the cake. I'm adding in some green buttercream in different colors just to kind of make it look like grass. And then I'm placing those fondant silhouettes that I cut out, and I put a little bit of buttercream on the back of there to help those stick onto the cake. Now I'm painting them with some gold dust that I mixed with some vodka. I believe it's Skull vodka. It's really cheap. And I'm giving that a chance to dry before I go back and add another coat. But as you can see, I'm kind of making the brush strokes go in the same direction so that you don't get a really streaky color on your shapes, whatever you're painting, gold or anything like that. You want to make sure that you're kind of going in the same direction so it's nice and even. And now I'm going to start prepping my rice paper sails. So this is just water, and I'm mixing a little bit of the vodka again. And I'm using Gel Color by Wilton. The color right, I'm not sure exactly what the food coloring is called, but I'll list it down below. And I'm mixing that in. And as you'll see, I'll go along because I want them to be different colors. I'm going to add in a little bit more of the blue each time that I dip one of the rice paper sheets in order to get it to be a darker green. And those are the spring roll rice paper wraps that I use. So you just want to soak them for a few seconds until they start to loosen up. They'll be kind of firm at first, so just keep dipping them around, and then you just kind of fold them into the shape that you want them to be in and place them on a cookie sheet with a sheet lined with a sheet of parchment, and you can let those dry overnight. I would say between 8 to 12 hours, or you can dry them in the oven, I believe at like 200 degrees for maybe like 10 minutes, but do not quote me on that because I have not tried that. I also have another video about rice paper sails that you can do them with a steamer, and that's just a really fast way to make them. So that's on my YouTube page as well. So after I let those dry overnight, I'm gonna go ahead and place them on the cake with a little bit of buttercream behind them so that they stick. I kind of put one into the cake so that it would kind of stick out at the side. And I'm placing those on there. And there also are some green and gold sprinkles. Those are from GCC Confections. So let me know what you think down below.